I'd like to talk about the E.W.S Trilogic Bass Preamp 2. When I initially got this, I thought, I don't know if I'm going to use this very much because most of my basses have preamps, and I'm very happy with the Xotic preamp that's in my Xotic basses. So I thought, well, let me check it out with the upright and see what it does. And a lot of the things I do are traveling, and I have to take a travel size David Gage Czechie's bass. Sometimes I have to play a rental bass, and you're going to never know what you're going to get. This bass I just met because it's a rental, but it's actually much better than most of the ones that I get to play. Has a really good setup, nice strings, so it's already a great sounding bass. So I'll play you a little bit of the sound without the preamp, and the amp is set flat. So here's a little bit of the bass. So it's very good. I would want a little bit different sound than what I can get with just the bass and the amplifier. So with the Trilogic kicked in, I can adjust the bass, the mid, and the treble, and I can really bring out exactly the frequencies I want. And the great part about it is with acoustic bass is you can put it on your stand, or you can put it somewhere on something very close to you when you maybe can't get to your amp as easily as with electric bass, because you're not very mobile with this. So I dialed it in a little bit with this particular bass. I've added some treble, taken away a little bit of bass, and taken away some of the mids. And here's the sound that I can get with that. So I was able to control the low end a little bit more than without the preamp. So again, here's without the preamp. Here's with the preamp. So especially with fast passages like that, I can really get it to come out much clearer and have just the right amount of low end behind the notes. Also, the high register, there's without the preamp. Just the fast passages and everything just comes out a little bit clearer. With the bow, I feel like it adds a little bit more life to the bass. Here's without the preamp with the bow. With the preamp. So I could really center the frequencies that I want to come out with the bow and with the fingers, and it makes such a huge difference. Like I said, especially in my situation, playing some different basses all the time. But even with my main bass, it really helps the sound. I'd like to play a couple of examples with and without the Trilogic preamp now that are maybe a little bit longer and cover a little bit more range, so you can really get an idea of what it sounds like with and without the preamp. So I'll start by just walking over a little bit of a blues. So now with the Trilogic. So you can really hear that as it goes up and down the neck, it's just so much easier to hear the focus of the notes and the clarity of the notes.